I want to know what you guys think.
Yeah,
Stephen A., do you think he has a chance?
No.
I think he has a chance.
Not even close.
He wants it. He's real. He's coming on the show.
He wants it bad.
He's coming on the show.
He wants it bad, but no chance.
Okay.
No, he's a great communicator enough. Like he has the communication skills and he has the star power because you do need the star power. He has like that centrist, like he's relatable because all the men that like, let's say voted for Trump on masculinity will see that in him.
I totally agree.
100%.
Yeah.
But like he doesn't have like the emasculated, this is going to drive fucking Democrats crazy, but like they do have this deep insecurity about looking emasculated. Like I said that thing on fucking on Brilliant Idiots where I was like, I don't know, like a guy who identifies as a Democrat over 5'9", and that fucking riled up. I've never seen so many people, and I think it was just emblematic of this feeling like people going, they think we're bitches.
Yeah, that's right.
And so deep down they have
That's
that
so
thing.
funny because Al pretends he's 5'11", he's 5'9".
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
So funny.
Yeah, you got the lips though. You got the lips.
It's so funny.
But it is. But here's the thing. That wasn't always the case.
Don't get fucked up.
Yo, think about it.
You laughing a little too hard.
No, but think about it.
He wears lips.
Yo,
Insult.
the conservatives, when I was growing up, got no pussy. They got no pussy. They had gay relationships on the side. They weren't getting anything.
Still do. They crash and grinder and
maybe,
shit like
but
that.
Elon got 17 kids. Like, whereas
He just had another one.
Exactly.
Yeah, you guys see that?
Bill Clinton was getting head in the Oval Office,
That's
right?
cool.
Like Democrats were the ones that were actually cracking cheeks.
They were winning the culture war.
1,000%.
Yeah.
So
That's true. The cool war,
that is-
Democrats.
That is kind of flipped because the Democrats now have to be like so concerned. Now Stephen A. doesn't have that. Stephen A.'s out here like,
That's
yo,
what I was thinking.
Latinas got big asses and I like Latinas.
So
I
why
gotta
do you think he has no chance?
Yeah.
I just don't think that.
He doesn't have the same baggage, dude. Like whoever comes next, it has to. Obama
I agree with you 100%.
came out of nowhere
1,000,000%.
because he didn't vote for Iraq. Like you have to have somebody who has got credibility.
Or you have to have somebody who doesn't give a fuck.
Like,
look
okay,
at the
but
amount
you
of
can-
baggage Trump had.
but the
Let
thing
me
is,
take
his
away
baggage,
no chance. Let me take away no chance.
All right.
Yeah, he has a chance.
He has a chance. I need to see some credibility. Like I think what worked for Trump, even if it doesn't even make sense, but we could bridge the gap, like the cognitive dissonance in our brain evaporated when we're like, well, he's made these deals. He likes making deals.
Yep.
He could make deals abroad.
Yeah.
I need to see Stephen A. I need to believe that Stephen A. could talk to Putin, talk to Kim Jong, and make some deals go through. And I understand what I'm saying.
That's interesting.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But a lot of...
No, I understand that.
No, I get
But
what
what
you're
I
saying.
think could help him in the primary is I think he can beat whoever the
Yes,
Republicans bring.
absolutely.
So in a
Absolutely.
primary,
Yes.
he's good at arguing.
Yes.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Dude, he goes
I
on
can see
Hannity.
him
He actually does
arguing
pretty well.
whatever
I think he
Republican
does
doesn't
well.
give a fuck.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then maybe in
he can
the
communicate.
election, the general, you say, I don't know if he can do
Yes.
politics, diplomatic shit, whatever.
Watching him on Hannity, he's
That's
got
a-
another
that's a good
thing.
point. That's a good point.
All
Yeah.
politicians need this. You need a love of the game, dude. And Steven
He likes
the
it.
love of the
Yeah,
game. I mean, think about it. Like, you want to give up like your wife and your children's future to be in a Secret Service bubble. Like,
it's
do you know
crazy.
how narcissistic you have to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
to
it's
actually
crazy.
pursue this? Like,
That's
you have to be
crazy.
kind of fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I won't do another podcast a week.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like,
I want to go to my daughter's gymnastics
Bro,
class.
like that, and that's
Yeah.
normal,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
that's
we're
what normal
Yeah,
people
yeah.
do. I wouldn't do it, but
Yeah.
having spent some time around these people, like the burning need
Desire
for
for it.
attention, desire. You need a black hole inside your chest that can never be filled. Like, and when you read all these guys, Clinton, you're like, oh, he had 4 stepfathers. They used to beat the shit out of his mom. And what did he need? He needed affirmation from women, from people. So he's always running. Freshman year, he runs for president. JFK, same thing. He's like watching all this insanity at home and all this. He needs women the way that his father needed women. He needed the love of the people as the second son.
His
to
dad
the
didn't even
first
want
son.
him to be
His-
president,
yeah,
right? His dad wanted the older
his
brother
first
to be
son.
president.
Yeah.
Didn't you always say that?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
JFK.
No,
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
JFK.
yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
I thought you said Clinton just
No,
now.
no,
Then he
Clinton
moved
too.
on to
I said
JFK.
moved on.
Listen,
So, like,
he talks so well.
It is a lot. You're so smart that it takes us a second to catch
Who
up.
had 4 dads?
Oh, Clinton had.
Okay, that
I
was
think
Clinton.
Clinton
And then you moved to
that's
Kennedy.
right.
I was
Yeah,
still on
Kennedy,
Clinton.
yeah. No, I'm
Yeah.
saying
Holy
these
shit.
guys
Yeah.
have. Even
What the
Trump
fuck is going on?
If we're being honest with Trump too, like Trump's entire desire is what? Please his father
Of course,
and
yeah,
his
yeah,
mother,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
that is that Oedipal like need is
Yeah.
like deep deep inside.
Yeah. What about Jon
I think
Stewart?
Steven has that.
What about Jon Stewart?
Oh, I don't think he'd do it, but I would love it.
I think he's brilliant, and I think he's a great critic. I don't know if he has that. I don't know if he has that same love of the game. And I mean, again, we have to think about, what are you giving up?
John
You're
is a
giving up
complete
everything.
human being.
You will give up everything forever. John is a great communicator, but I don't think that he has that same desire to play. I mean,
be
politics
loved.
is also a coalitional sport. You have to say something and then meet with somebody who totally disagrees with you, and then go on a stage and be like, we're the best friends ever, right? Like, that requires kind of some self-hatred and like some weird shit to do, like, and absorb all of that. And I think John is almost too honest and like too good of a guy.
And that's
to
why
run for
that's why
president.
he has our trust. He has.
I love John.
He
I
has the
would love
level
him
of
to do it.
trust that we need. But you're right. He might not have that deep black hole.
Yes.
That is needed to go out there and give everything
To
up.
have-
this way.
But are you saying
Yeah.
are you saying he couldn't win, or you're saying he would never run?
He might not want it
Maybe
enough.
either. I mean,
I
actually,
think
No, he could win.
I think he wins
wins.
landslide.
I don't know, man.
The Democratic nom, yes.
You have to put, that's different. But like,
Yeah.
and actually, even then, I'm still not quite sure. Like, what you need a fighter. Like, look at the liberal energy right now. I mean, frankly, like, I kind of make fun of them because they're like, these guys are going viral and from town halls. They're like, get up there and get yourself arrested in the Department of Education. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is that going to do? Like, what are we doing
Did
here,
that make
man?
you feel bad that he like lifted his voice an octave to talk? Like, he didn't even know he was doing that. He raised his voice an
Sounded
octave.
like
and made it feminine. That's a problem.
That's true.
No, seriously. And I know obviously you're gonna have some bias, but like they have to.
And yes, I am very biased.
They have
Please
to,
keep that in mind.
but and I speak about this
funny.
like purely culturally. Like they have to address that issue so that they can become more relatable. And I think Stephen A. addresses that. There's
Yes,
no
that's what I was
guy
trying to get
that
at.
looks at Stephen A. and thinks of like an emasculated.
Yeah,
man.
he's not a bitch.
Can I tell you-
To me,
Yeah.
I'm just like, you're not a bitch.
There's
Yeah.
a clip I know you've seen. This is where Jon Stewart, I don't think wants to, but he would win. Tucker Carlson got
the
his
2000
got his
Crossfire
high
thing.
voice out, talking all this ranting and raving.
Yeah.
And I know that's your boy. I don't like him. But then John just goes, Tucker, you wear a bow tie. Done.
I do.
That's the
Oh,
shit
yeah.
Trump does. When Trump is in a debate
That's
and
true.
he just gets you,
Oh, yeah.
John, by occupation,
Yes.
will do that.
a lot of these
and will be
guys-
So
smart
when
at it.
John wants to, when remember when he destroyed, was it Jim Kramer? That was
Yeah, oh
years
my
ago.
God.
Kramer,
that is one of
O'Reilly.
the most
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
devastating takedowns.
Kramer
I've
was, like,
ever seen.
uncomfortable
Yeah, he
when
was
he
like
hurt
almost
him.
crying.
He
became
like,
a
it was
joke
fucking
after.
wild. He is. I mean, he's
Well, yeah, it's a joke, but still, like, it was like the moment where everyone realized, oh wow, this
Yeah,
guy's a joke.
exactly. I mean, look, I like John. I think he could do well. Steven, to me, reads what the liberal base wants. And by the way, when I said the Democratic base, I didn't get to finish. It's also old black people. Like, elderly black people are the absolute like most loyal people to the Democratic Party. Remember, they showed up for Jim Clyburn and Joe Biden. They saved Joe Biden's ass in South Carolina. They're the people who gave Obama the presidency after he won in the Iowa caucuses, basically put him on the path to victory. So I think Steven embodies their like want to fight. And like the fight is the same thing for Trump. Like, Trump animated the Republican base and all of these working class whites who are like, he's standing up for us against these corrupt Ivy League fucks who I fucking hate.
Yeah.
So his mere existence,
Yeah.
his occupation of the Oval Office is enough for me to see these people scream, to tire, to go out to the streets. It's the Eric Cartman licking Scott Peterson's tears, from South Park, where he's like, oh, Scott, I'm licking your, he's like licking his tears. So I forget, Scott Tenorman Must Die. It's a great South Park episode.
I don't watch it. They make fun of black women.
Bro. Anyway, yeah. I just that's what Trump is to me, and like this is part of the problem for the Democrats is when you have a group that is explicitly hatred of your leaders, of the cultural elite, of which you are one, no matter what you think. You have a huge messaging problem. That's part of the reason why I think that Steven could be powerful, though, because he's
you
not
guys are
connected
convincing
to
me.
that
You're really
in the
convincing
same
me.
way.
And he gets some of the sports fans from the other side.
Dude,
Like,
of
yo, I've
course.
watched this
Yes,
guy for
for years.
fucking
years. I
years.
trust
Yeah, think about his name ID. Forever.
Also,
is
he's
what?
cool as shit.
Yeah.
Like, you need a
I've
guy.
never met him.
You
I don't
need
know,
cool.
yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
need cool. Like,
Yeah, he's cool. I agree.
Yeah, you went from no chance to like,
Yeah. You see, listen, I'm a plastic bag in the wind. My boy. You gave me 2 good points. I was like, Man, we about to have our second black president.
The fact you said no chance makes me think he has a chance. Remember,
By the way, Netflix is dead. Okay, but if it's alive, March 4th, you can watch my special. No. So yeah, wow, that's really interesting, and I think it solves a bunch of problems. It solves the masculinity issue. It solves centrist trust. 100%. He's the outsider, so you don't have him saying a bunch of other shit
Like
on
stupid
record.
shit.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. And he does want it.
He wants it.
He said something.
And he
he's
has
like,
the fire.
Yeah.
That, more than when I see his eyes twinkle when he's going at Sean Hannity, I'm like, this fucker
he wants
loves the game. And like, he's just like Trump. All the greats, they live for those moments. Like Clinton said, the most depressed he ever was when he had to leave the White House. Like, that's who they are, dude. Yeah, when he had to stop at a red light for the first time. Like, that's what they live for. You know what I mean? But like, that's what it
Clinton's
takes.
such a
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy?
That's
For
what it
3 years
takes.
before that, every day he was going home to his daughter.
Yes.
Looking at him as he's having this cheating scandal. He's got to
That's right.
talk to her. He's got to
That's
go
right.
lie to the entire country.
worst day of
He's
my
the worst day of his life.
He's when he leaves the whole
I have to
Yes.
leave all
Yeah.
of that.
Yes.
I have to leave all of that behind.
He was like, the first time I walked into a
That's
room.
genius. The most depressing. Now I'm gonna have to look my daughter in the eye
Say I was
after
a
getting my
cheater.
dick sucked by the intern. That was fun.
Get impeached. I'm fine.
He's like, I'd walk in a room, they wouldn't play Hail to the Chief. I didn't know what was going on. And I was like, hey, dude, like that's what
insane,
that's
dude.
who they
Yeah,
are.
these people
You
are
have
nuts,
to,
man.
And listen, they're great. You know, that's why we need them. We need somebody else to absorb all this bullshit. 'Cause
Yes,
the rest of us want to go to our daughter's gymnastics class.
You need some.
Yeah.
That's a great observation from obviously being, years in politics and understanding like the constitution of the person that's going to do the job.
Absolutely.
They do need that burning desire for
everything.
approval and the need to fight. Yeah, that is. Wow.
I think Steven has that. And that's why when I look at, and Kamala, of course, never had.
No.
It. She had the narcissism and all of that to pursue it, but she didn't have.
She wasn't a star.
She just was. She couldn't convey that.
Yeah,
she couldn't combine that. I guess for greatness.
But I think she has the same issue.
She's got horrible baggage.
She'll have the
She'll never
baggage.
make it. In my opinion.